Part two. So if you haven't seen part one, watch part one first. It's just a few minutes long. Hey, Kay. It's all good in the hood over here. But apparently, I'm saying something that somebody does not want you to hear. But like I said, if you haven't seen part one, go watch part one because I'm just getting ready to start with this part two. But yeah, somebody that you've been dealing with, they've been trying to cause a lot of conflict. They didn't know who you was. They truly didn't know who you was. They thought that you was going to be able to martyr yourself, but people are starting to see things. And now it's like this whole backstory, because of maybe how you look and everything. Somebody thought they could take advantage of you, but they can't because you're a leader. You were born to be the matriarch of your family, of your tribe, the matriarch you was born to be the leader of your family. Hey, Red Violet, you back? Yes. Yep. And there's something about the way that you looked. This person was like so jealous of you. They were sending attacks to you. And it's like you was always wondering why you had to defend yourself. Well, it was because of this wise guy. It's like they couldn't accept the fact that you were whoever you were, regardless of what you look like. Because we all know when it comes to somebody being jealous, there's no rhyme and there's no reason. Somebody could walk around with $1,000 in their pocket and you have two. But yet it's the light inside of you, or how you choose to hold on to or spend or give, or provide that $2 to somebody else who needs it more than you. That's what makes that person jealous, because they're not you. They hate you because they ain't you. Hey, J. Mike. That's what it is. Somebody hates you. I'm telling you. This witch is the one that don't want this shit to come out. This is somebody that your ancestors know about this witch. And let me tell you something. Your ancestors was screaming at the top of their lungs. They was blowing the horn. There was everything, so that you would pay attention to who this was. Something about that witch. Yes. And you know what? It's funny. I'm telling you, this is the witch. This is that dark witch that was making the promise, telling people that, trying to say this bullshit about you, trying to get it so that people was looking at you and they wasn't looking at this witch. There was the one who was really doing all the shit behind, like this person was going to teach you some type of lesson. This is the person who wanted to teach you a lesson and also put you in the grave, baby. Wanted to put you in the grave. And that's the part that really, 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 really pissed God off. God said, that's not for you. That is not for you. That's me. I create the born and I create the expiration date. Not you. You stay in your motherfucking lane. You worry about what you got to do. I'm telling you, somebody could not stand it because you have always been a peaceful person. And this person, they can't stand it because they feel like you do not deserve nothing. That's why they wanted to bring you so much drama. You don't deserve a motherfucking thing, especially sitting on a throne. Because see, this person is even looking at the chair that they sitting in. This ain't no fucking throne. That's a little settee chair. You got a throne with a big back. And see, they was expecting for them to sit on the throne. No, baby. You got to do something righteous to sit on the fucking throne. But see, the thing is, they thought nobody was noticing that they was doing shit because they thought that they was confirmation. They thought they shit was so smooth with it. Everybody knew who was doing what. You was not faking nobody. Everybody saw you. You was not acting like you was just I'm completely neutral. No, you not, bitch. You was on that side. You wasn't completely neutral. You knew what the fuck you was doing. You knew what the fuck you was saying. You knew what the fuck you was trying to do. And this is somebody that was talking about that. This is somebody who was like, oh no, that's my family. We soulmates. We connected. We this, we that. Well, then fucking act like it. They talking about how close you are, but then want to sit there and turn their back on you like the whole time. You ain't did a motherfucking thing. Hey, Dios, how are you? Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You ain't did a damn thing to nobody. Shit, you trying to get your shit off the ground and popping. And even if you did get your shit off the ground and popping, you just trying to maintain your shit and be happy. See, that's something that somebody don't know nothing about is being happy because they always in somebody else's business and they don't know what it is to be happy. Always in somebody else's business. Can't keep their nose out of somebody else's business if it was gonna hurt them. Even if they said if you put your nose in somebody else's business, it's gonna be 50,000 volts to your nose, they would still stick that motherfucker up in there. Hey, Shaylin. Hey, Demita, how are you? And Yanni, how are you? They would still stick it in there, knowing that it's gonna be taken off. They don't care. They don't care. You know, it's like something about somebody. It's like they felt like they were seen as very. It's like they wanted people not to see you as being hospitable. They didn't want people to see you as being hospitable. They wanted people to act like or to see you as trying to always win them over. Like you felt like you had to go above and beyond just to have a friend. How about, you know what? How about y'all sit your goofy motherfucking asses down and how about you just say, you know what, maybe that's just a kind person. They have them. Everybody's not going to be raw dog like y'all. There are kind people out here. There are people that don't mind helping. It's just what we do. That's part of why Spirit said, we know where we call home. And it's not here. It's in heaven. Heaven is our home. We are just here on our mission temporarily. We are doing like in the military, TDY, we're doing temporary duty somewhere else. We are fulfilling our mission, and that's it. So somebody will sit there and they want to act like, oh, we just doing this and we're gonna take it too far, or we're gonna be so, we're gonna lose our mind because they can't keep their shit straight. No, it's not like that. We keeping our minds straight because we here to do a job. We're looking at you like, why y'all tripping? Because we ain't even fucking with you. Somebody telling you they don't like it because you are receiving God's favor. They don't like that. You receiving favor from the Most High. And they wanted you to be in the gutter. They really did. They wanted it to be them. They really did. But see, if they look at the shit that they did and they look at the shit that you did, they would understand clearly why it's definitely not going to be them. This was them. And they wanted you to do this too. Martyr yourself. And they're seeing that this is you. You're not martyring yourself. You're just in your purpose. There's a difference. There's a big difference. See, you did too much to have to survive these witches' attacks already. So you passed that. You way past that. You've had some healing. You've had some understanding. You got what was going on with them. You don't understand why, but you understand where they was coming from an unhealed space and place. And that's all you need to know. You don't even really care as to why. You just know that they are unhealed. So this is what helped you to be able to survive this, whatever this was. And like I said, this could be somebody that you've known for your entire life and help you to preserve yourself. Somebody don't want that. It's like they so jealous of you, what you doing. They can't understand that they messing themselves up. And they think that they're being so smooth with it. No, everybody see exactly what you're doing. Not that they see what you're doing, they see who's doing what, and they see why you're doing it. So you're not being smooth. You ain't being slick. This is somebody who never ever took the time to do it themselves. They always tried to put it off. They always expected somebody else to come in and save them. Telling you, this is somebody who really didn't even cook. They was just lazy. This is a lazy person. This is somebody who don't want to sit there and put work into themselves. But what they will do is they'll sit there and lie about you. Oh, they sure will. They'll lie about you in a half of a heartbeat. But now this person is feeling like some damn pretzel. All these lies, they all wrapped up in these lies. This is somebody who could be, some works on computers or something like that. This is somebody, maybe they're in IT or something, but this is somebody who, the reason they are, sitting behind this computer screen is because they're a socially awkward person. This is that person that, they'll say something and people look at them like, what? Fuck? Go sit your weird ass down. Yes, this is somebody, I'm telling you, they always running late. They always missing deadlines. They always trying to get in at the right time. It's like this is somebody who not going to really put forth much effort unless they feel like, oh, they don't have a choice. It's now or never because I need something. I might need something. What's the message? When they upset with you, for what? It's like they had the opportunity, same opportunity that you had. But instead of them meditating and trying to, go into that meditative state, they allow the devil to take over their mind. And this is somebody who they might be watching you on TV or whatever, or they'll sit there and watch the same thing, or they just this person is just a different type of person. They sit behind a computer screen a lot. Okay, they have these really weird thoughts. They try to be, this is the type of person, yes, and they try and take from everybody. They think they so smart. They think they so smart, but they're not. It's just somebody that you would say, they try to be so sneaky, They try to be sneaky and they try to walk around kind of quiet so as not They purposely try to see how quiet they can walk just so they can sneak around. I'm telling you. They and whenever they try and do stuff, it's like they're trying to make it seem like they really doing good or whatever. It never ends well. It's always a selfie fail. So they'll sit there and take pictures of everything else because maybe this person, like I said, they're a socially awkward person, and maybe they don't feel like they take good pictures of something. But this is somebody who, I'm telling you, they'll sit there and do that passive aggressive shit with you all day long. All day long. Anything else from this deck? Telling you, this is this person that lies about you, has lied about you. But they feeling like they in a pretzel state right now because all these lies is wrapped around and they can't get out of it. They can't find a way to get out of it. This is somebody who's watching you. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. I'm telling you, this person, it's like they try to be so stealth. Like they doing this undercover shit. But now somebody's finding out that whole stealth undercover shit didn't do them any good. It didn't do a damn bit of good because guess what? You still came out doing what you were supposed to do. You are still the matriarch of the family. So now what did they prove? Absolutely nothing. Only thing you did was you took your time, and the amount of time that it took you, you proved your loyalty. You proved your sincerity. You proved your authenticity. You proved how responsible you are. You proved that you know what integrity actually means. And you live by that. This is why, like I said, God has shown you favor and is moving you ahead. Because you know what? Somebody else had so much to say about you. But now, karma, it's their turn. Confirmation. And they know it's coming in. They know they're trying to plan something. They're trying to think, well, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that, maybe I can try. But see, it's already affecting their relationships. Because they didn't care if they were affecting your relationship. It's like somebody that they were so close to, somebody that they thought that they would always be around, that they would always have that good connection. Them and that person are on the outs. They're not even speaking. This could have been somebody who just did too much, and everybody's seeing that this is the person who's on the outs. Whereas this is the person who was doing the most amount of lying, fibbing, backstabbing, trying to make it seem like you was doing all this. This is the same type of person that, if this is somebody that you knew when you was a child, your whole life, could have been a parent, could have been a sibling. This type of person that would have given you the nickname of liar, like a parent would have started out saying that you was a liar as a child, because you know what? A witch is a witch is a witch. And that witch could see that you were chosen. So this witch knew she was getting ready to do some witchy bitchy shit. So as a young child, labeled you as the liar and told everybody that you was the liar. And you was this child, you couldn't take up for yourself. So you know what these other people did? They started calling you the liar. They started calling you the liar. But it was that other person that was lying on you, because they had already set the fucking stage And you know what? Those dumb people that called you the liar and believe that person, those people are feeling that conviction of spirit today because God is letting them know, yes, I'm even sitting you down because you should have known better. Just because you're ignorant of the law don't mean that you're not breaking it. Spiritual laws, man-made laws, it don't make a difference. So now something is over for this person. And they know the end is near. And right now, I'm going to tell you the one thing they're thinking about is getting through the eye of that needle. That's it. But they know there's one thing that's stopping them. The truth. The truth is stopping them from getting through the eye of the needle. And the reason is because of this offense that they took against you. That's why. So now somebody's facing judgment. Whether this be man or woman, or this be part of a couple, but somebody, everybody, anybody scream, ah! They facing judgment. And they know what's coming in and they ain't shit that they can do. Ain't shit that they can do. I feel like one person is doing real bad. Like, I feel like one person is doing real bad. Like this person feels like they have to beg. Now they're in a position where they really, really need, and they're going to have to beg. So look on the streets for somebody holding the sign, 25 cents, $1, whatever those signs say. But somebody, this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. And they all going to be set up like dominoes. So when spirits say, pluck up the first one, boom, it's knocking. You're going to see all the others knocked down too. Somebody can't hold on to nothing anymore. No money, nothing. Everything is slipping through their fingers because of who they worked with. Because this person thought that they was going to try and bring you some strife. Because who you are. They didn't know that, you know what? They may not want to do that because you're going to go through this. You're going to leave the past. You're going to, close this cycle. But this person, they still stuck. And everybody's looking like, well, wait a minute. If Collective was this bad of a person, why did Collective, obtain this, do this, accomplish this, and all of these this? Because this is the winning circle right here. This is like somebody who's completed some life lessons. This is somebody who could have traveled the world and did this, and everybody else was confused, like, well, wait a minute. If they was like that, doing that bad, then how is it that they look that good? How is it they look like they doing 1 million? How is it that they look like this? How are they able to do this? How can they do that if they doing all this? And see, that's a question that somebody can't answer. Because if they answer, no matter what they say, they know they're going to be looking like a devilish fool. So, somebody in your family thought it was going to be a good idea to bring some conflict to you. Thought it was going to be a good idea to try and get you in such a depressed, state of mind that you didn't know what to do, and you took yourself out, or you harmed yourself, or you just went quietly into a loony bin, or mental hospital or whatever, and they could say whatever, and you wasn't going to be able to protect yourself because they started you off as a child with the nickname of liar. Well, for that liar, you sure do hold a lot of weight. You sure do get a lot of favor from God for you to be such a big ass liar. You get some favors from God that other people are wondering how. And how can they get down? Can't make this up. You receive a lot of favor from God, and everybody else around here is wondering how. God has moved you to the front of the class. God is setting you up as the example. You are the leader. You are the one who's showing everybody else this is what it means to be a human, to act human. See, they didn't realize how strong you were. They didn't realize your strength, your tenacity, the fact that you don't give up. Sure, you was knocked down a few times, but guess what? Each time you got up and you kept moving. And this person is wondering how come they cannot keep you down. It's called inheritance. It's called your spiritual inheritance. If you didn't know, you better ask somebody. And see, somebody's just now starting to look at something a little closer. They said, let me look at this in this cup. Let me really look at this. And then they're noticing all of these burdens. All of these burdens that seem to be on their shoulders. And they looking and they're like, well, wait a minute. You fought that shit. Like you blocked the burden. You blocked the attacks that they were sitting here trying to throw at you. This person is thinking about when you was a child. They thinking about when you was a child and like something, maybe you had that gift back then as a child. But you know what? They saw it, but they didn't see it. They knew it, but they didn't. They hoped that you never found out. And that's why they work together. They work together to try and block your intuition. But they couldn't. Because your intuition was too strong. I'm telling you, this person, they lied on you because they wanted you to be in that perpetual heartbreak. They never wanted you to heal. They never wanted you to be happy. They never wanted you to get anything that you deserved. They think like a lion. They never did. And which is sad because you know what? They didn't want you to have anything that you deserve. But guess what? This is the same person that may have to beg. This is the same type of person that will act like they're so sweet, so loving, so kind until you need something. Not like $10 or $20, but they'll act like they're really in your corner until you need something. And like I said, this could have been a parent. Maybe you were about to be put on the street and you asked your parent, and your parents said, I don't feel comfortable with you in the house. Okay. So you go on your way. But maybe this same parent did this not just to you, not just to your siblings, not just to her siblings, but this was just what they did. And now this same person is wondering why they are not receiving favor. That God is like, oh, you left everybody else out there, fool. What you think you gonna get? I'm gonna come in and help you whenever you was leaving everybody else out there to fend for themselves. Baby, what you think you about to do? You about to fend for yourself. I don't give a shit how, I don't give a flying fuck how old you are. Get off my porch. Get off my porch. Careful what you do today, because it comes back tomorrow. Now somebody's wishing they could travel to you to talk to you. They want to talk to you now. Now they want to travel to you. They want to say something, but you're not even trying to do all that, because you kind of feel like this person, they want to get into an argument or something, because they're really upset that you are the one that was receiving favor, not them. They upset that you receiving favor and it ain't them. They thought that if they did all this bullshit, that it was not going to come back around on them. Booyah. Surprise. Sucker. And something about the children. Those children, see? Something about the past has been illuminated. Things that happened in the past have been illuminated. And this is why a few people have made this judgment call and turned their back on someone. Because when you needed, they wasn't there. But now they need, so it's supposed to be different. Yeah. They wasn't thinking about this whenever they was trying to plan for their future. They didn't think about it. They never thought one time to tell the truth about you. They never thought one time to tell the truth. They never thought that these lies they were saying was getting ready to catch up to them. And out of all that shit that they was doing, they never thought to tell the truth. Somebody that they was working with, they thought this person was supposed to have been the earth angel. This person was the one who helped stab them in the back. This is somebody who felt like they had them trapped. This is somebody who felt like they was getting ready to give them what they wanted them to have, and they better shut the fuck up. See? That's giving me that you had your favorite child, and then you just had some other children. Your favorite child, you lifted up on the pedestal. You was like, everybody, look at my favorite child. Ain't they beautiful? Tell them they beautiful before I beat your asses. Ain't they beautiful? You're so beautiful. You're so smart. You're so pretty. You're going to do everything in life. You're so lucky. Everybody's so lucky to be able to even speak your motherfucking spoiled ass name. Let me hold you up. Help hold this one up. Help hold this sibling up. You other ungrateful motherfuckers, hold this one up. Only for that one that they made everybody else hold up. It's the same one. When they got older and when they needed, struck their ass down, kicked their ass out, told their ass you ain't shit. Said, shut up. I give you what fuck I want to give you. Started telling them they was the problem. And also started that rumor of they a liar. They a liar. I see somebody's feeling that. They're feeling attacked. They're feeling setback. They want to clutch their pearls because everything that they did to you, acting like a fucking beast to you, is coming back to them. All of it. See? They didn't think that this one, they planned. They planned how they was going to treat this person. This is going to be their baby. This is going to be their ace boom coon. This is going to be they ace in the hole. But they ace in the hole was like, shut the fuck up, get the fuck out, give me your money, and I'll give you the fuck I want to give you. You don't like that? Too fucking bad. The one that kicked them down. Now somebody feeling sick. Like they say, sick to death. Because they had an opportunity to be with you, the matriarch. But this is how they treated you. So now they want to be sick to death. I don't know why. Yes, I do. Because they wanted you to be sick until death. Them and everybody who they worked with. And now somebody